Hey, this is Anthony's RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Scorpion Clutch leather jacket available at RevZilla.com. To my left, this is the new Clutch. 3 colors available. This is the black with white. There's a black high-vis, and there's also a white chassis with red, which really pops. This is the new top of the food chain from Scorpion, and it steals a lot of DNA from the podium race suit they've spent a lot of time developing. Now, if we look at it, hardcore leather jacket around the $500 mark. There's even going to be a sport hump on the back, so guys, think aggressive. Notice the pre-shape. I'm not calling it a sport fit, but I don't think it's overly track fit. When I say that an overly track fit jacket, you can only be comfortable in the tuck on the bike. I think this is right in between. You can see how it sits on Brian's frame. Nice aggressive pre-shape. Link it up with a pair of leather pants at the bottom, and you're going to be able to get that top half of a 2-piece race suit. Now, it's done in Monaco top grain cowhide. It's a premium cowhide. You can actually see the grain of the cow, and notice they've done a great job hitting the North American market because there's a huge perforation scheme. But the double bonus out of getting this warm season perforated leather is that you have a full sleeve removable thermal liner. So you can stretch it early spring, you can get mid to late fall out of it with this full sleeve thermal in, and you can always pull it out when you don't need it anymore. Again, they gave you a more functional leather if you're not going to take it to the track, but they wanted to give you all that track DNA and protection. Now, before I get into the nuances, and remember here, this guy's going to be the huge big brother to something like the Assailant in the Scorpion line, which is really just apples and oranges in the investment and level of technicality. Let's talk quickly about fit. High-vis Brian, he's just so visible. 6 foot, 195, 42-inch chest, wearing a size large. And again, you see how it sits on his frame. He's an athletic build like I am. And again, it's comfortable for him to stand up, but it'd be perfectly comfortable if he was in the tuck or on the bike as well. And again, that's the nice blend of ergonomics and aggressive fit you're getting from Scorpion. Remember, we do ship for free, and I'd love to hear your gut reaction. Click here, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV. It's not a request. Subscribe right now. And leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback, but stay up to date with all the rest of the gear reviews that are constantly rolling out. Now, if I dive into it really quickly, I'm going to call out a few things I absolutely love on this. I really love the high neoprene collar. I think that that's a very comfortable feature. I think it's going to do well to be so low profile in the back. You'll see it when I turn Brian backwards, interface with the helmet as well. I also love what they've done on the external TPUs here. You can see how they're built in with a dual stitch that kind of keeps that seam very low. Sometimes we see TPUs that sit on top of the garment, and if you go into a slide, it's an area that can catch. You want to have a minimal differential in heights of anything that you could be sliding on, so it's not going to create a roll, create a tumble. You don't want it to catch on anything. And I really do like the fact that they've incorporated YKK zips throughout this bad boy. So again, high-end components bringing it all together. From my standpoint, it's a clean classic style. It's your aggressive race leather. Now notice some of the other nuances here on the front. Notice all of the big elements here done in foam padding that are kind of baked in, and they're perforated as well. So they'll continue to flow air. Again, giving you a little bit of extra support, a little bit of extra vibration dampening. Up towards the top, you have night vis reflective piping. Tastefully done with a little bit of reflective tape here along the biceps. Moving down to the arm, it's an aramidtic stretch panel. So it's Kevlar infused. It's going to have a great strength to it, be done in an area that you could use some expansion, but it will flow air. Again, nicely done, nice touch there. And if I open up this auto lock YKK zip down here at the cuff, you're going to reveal the thermal lining that has a nice jersey knit to the end of it. So again, just like a sweatshirt sleeve, interface well with your gloves, be very, very comfortable. Again, a jacket like this is designed to be worn on the bike, off the bike, in a more everyday scenario, and if it's not done in a comfortable manner, it's going to get in the way. Now, the other thing I'm going to call out is notice the perforated leather in areas goes all the way to the seams, and Scorpion calls it their exo stitch, where they actually roll and stitch twice any of these areas. So you might say, wow, the perf leather is not localized, but they're doing it in a way that gives you that safety stitch factor, which is a nice touch. Turn the face away from me. Looking at the sleeve, nothing that you might not expect here. Coming down, perforation in an area that's less accident prone, elasticated bellows above the elbow, dual layer of leather. Now, from an armor standpoint, it's Scorpion Exotech SASTech armor. SASTech is a German manufacturer that makes that molecular armor that's nice and comfortable and malleable when you're resting, but upon impact it disperses that energy, locks those molecules into place, just kind of like D3O does, similar flavor, but again, very, very protective in the amount of energy it will absorb. And if you look at it, notice big elasticated bellows going all the way down to the hip. Again, great area for stretch, not done in the shoulder blade, which would be a little bit more impact prone. Turn completely backwards for me, Brian. And you're also going to notice this is a sport hump. Now on the podium suit, you're going to see a full race hump. This is a little bit more of a muted version, again, for more more everyday riding scenarios, but you can also take it to the track. And it is a PowerTech hump, which means that the ventilation scheme on this hump is third-party. It's patented. Again, it's going to promote better airflow so you won't get that hot spot in the back of the jacket. Notice big perf scheme that goes all the way down, drop seat. There's going to be a jeans loop. There will be an 8-inch connection zipper, and I believe there's a full 270-degree zipper in this bad boy to connect it to a scorpion leather pant as well to take it to the track. And again, great breathability on the back. And I do like these accents, and on the yellow version, they're going to look really pimp because they're just going to pop. Come back around to the front. Actually, stop right there. I'm a liar. One more shot of this high collar in the back. Again, low profile, won't chafe, and won't get in the way of your helmet. Now you can turn around there, HVB. Unleash the high-vis. Let's see the interior guts of this bad boy. Now, as high-vis Brian breaks it down, quilted thermal liner done in ripstop. It's high quality with a pass-through pocket. And again, notice the interior guts here. There's my full circumferential zipper to connect to the pants. Notice basic pocket on the inside. It's not a Napoleon pocket, and you have your basic mesh liner. And if I come back around to this side here really quickly, you're also going to see, again, that non-chafing neoprene collar that goes all the way up, nice and high, gets out of the way. It's just going to work really, really well. Now, I obviously like it. I think there's bang for the buck where it's at, and it's a nice big step forward, again, stealing a lot of the DNA off of that podium race suit. The next step in your journey is to click right here, read other rider reviews at RevZilla.com. You don't have to take my word for it. Remember, we'll ship for free. Give a shout to CS at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455 if you want to connect with the Gear Geek and talk through your options around the $500 sport leather race jackets at RevZilla.com. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.